No, I have to eat 4 times a day. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuramritam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Sadadaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Anand Leela Maya Vigrahaya Hemamya Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Maha Prema Raspradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopikanta Radhakanta Namostute. Takta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Devi Krishnamai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Samodi Para. Devi Kahe Dyottamana Param Sundari Krishna Puja Kimva Krishna Puja Pida Vasati. Kanti Shabde Krishne Sakala Vancha Rai Krishne Sakala Vancha Radhita Rahe. Vrindai Tulasi Devi Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavate Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Nikhil Shruti Moli Ratmala Duti Niradita Pad Pankajanto Ai Mukta Kulai Upasmanam Paritastam Harinam Samshayami. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, as we discussed yesterday, we were hearing some topics which is important factor in our practices to Krishna consciousness. We are growing in bhakti every day, getting more and more knowledge, and there is some change, some transformation in the heart also. But one thing which drags the bhakti down, which is very dangerous to bhakti, which is compared to as a mad elephant who destroy the beautiful garden, is Vaishnava pride. So, I'm going to ask some speakers today to speak on topic which we discussed yesterday, just summarizing, and then I will take over. describing more from this wonderful book. I told Ramana Pro to spread out. You did all of this. Thank you. By my Guru Maharaj, the book Heart of Krishna, he already posted on the group. Try to read this when you have time. Just one chapter, 2 chapters, 3 chapters. And you get so much awareness as well as the knowledge. How many kind of Vaishnava castes are there? So today our first speaker going to be nobody didn't agree. Anupam Dasi. First speaker. And you have to stand up and speak, facing the audience. Better you come here. Next to me. They don't know anything. No one is, as I said yesterday, don't know anything, and you have to present to some newcomers. Come here.
So, what I understood from yesterday's Harikatha is that there are...
Now listen, I'm just teaching everyone to you. When we do Mangacharan, we pay obeisances to our Gurudev, Shiksha Gurudev, and to all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So in short, in one line.
So,
I pay my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of Shishimad Nitila Pushpam Vishupaj, Shishimad Bhakti Vedant, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, like this.
so I offer my humble obeisances unto my Gurudev, Shri Shripad Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, and to all the devotees assembled here. So, from yesterday's Harikatha, I understood that there are 4 aparads. There's Seva Aparad, Nama Aparad, Dhamma Aparad, and Vaishnava Aparad. Seva Aparad is neglecting to serve the Lord. Nama Aparad is offense in chanting the holy name. Dhamma Aparad is when you visit the holy down and it's not in good condition, it's not proper. And these 3 aparads can be forgiven by chanting the holy name. But Vaishnava aparad is when you offend the Vaishnava. And that you can offend the Vaishnava by your mind, actions, or words. So it's not easy to get forgiveness if you commit Vaishnava aparad. So the consequences would be you're losing bhakti and you're losing faith in chanting the holy name. So in order to be forgiven, you have to go to the Vaishnava and ask for forgiveness yourself. So those are the 4 aparads, and that's all.
It's not even 5 minutes. Take that. Very nice. Relax. Okay, next, Yashoda Dasi. Yashoda Devi Dasi.
I offer my humble obeisances unto my Gurudev. Nikhilila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Astotara Satra Shishimad Bhakti Vidyambar Swami Maharaj. So yesterday in Maharaj's class, Oh, and all the assembled devotees.
And where am
So, yesterday in Maharaj's class, he was talking about how ages ago there were kings who were greater than Vaishnavas, well, as great as, saints and sages because they had humility and they had qualities of that of Vaishnavas. But in today's day of age, we're being controlled by the three modes of nature. Sometimes we're influenced by the modes of goodness, passion, ignorance, and it rotates. Every day our mind is chanchal. So Mark was saying that we need to be aware of the things that we do and avoiding all the different kinds of offenses. The first one being Seva Aparad, Nam Aparad, Dam Aparad, Vaishnava Aparad. So Seva Aparad is whereby we are being disrespectful in the way that we're offering to the Lord, we're doing our devotion to Srila Gurudev. Dhamma Aparad is where we view the holy Dham from a material perspective and not looking at all the different kirtas and all the different pastimes that happen there. Nam Aparad is where we're chanting with offenses and the 10 offenses to the holy names and so on. But one aparad that we cannot be excused from, actually you can be excused from those by chanting or doing the astakam. But one offense, aparad that you cannot be excused from is Vaishnava aparad. Because like Maharaj was saying, you become like a mad elephant, you're using things for chanting, you're becoming even more great, you're committing even more offenses, and the only way that we can rid ourselves or be excused from this is by going directly to the Vaishnava we've committed offenses to and ask for forgiveness. And there was one story Maharaj was telling where someone was sick and he noticed that he couldn't do his devotion and everything, and when they found out, he said, oh, he's created or he's committed this great offense to this Vaishnava. And then he asked what can be done. So they said that you have to go and beg forgiveness from that Vaishnava. He said, well, that Vaishnava has passed on. So he said, no problem. Go exactly to where he was cremated and ask for forgiveness. And he said, you can only use 3 words. Simple as that. Please forgive me. And by asking directly from the Vaishnava that you committed offenses to, you can be rid of the apparatus that you've committed. And, the 2 greatest wars that have been created or have happened in our history of time would be the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, which was caused by the tongue. So this tongue is very dangerous and we should always try to control our tongue.
What are 2 examples?
Oh, the 2 examples would be Mahabharata and Ramayana, where in Ramayana, Sita Devi, Lord Ram went to fetch the deer that she so dearly wanted, and she heard this deer calling for her through Lord Ram's voice, and she told Lakshman, oh, please go get this deer, and she said, please go here, your brother is calling, please go see what is wrong. And Lakshman said, no, nothing can happen to my brother. And she was like, oh, you want to enjoy me? And she started using her tongue and so Lakshman said, okay, so he created this, what we call it?
The line.
Yeah, that.
Draw a line with the arrow.
He drew a line and he said, do not cross this, but she disobeyed. And because of what she said to Lakshman and her using the tongue, that war occurred. And then the second one being Mahabharata, where, who was it that created that? Who created it? Okay. So, that castle that was built,
Maya Kanda. Okay,
that castle that was built, it was built in a very mysterious way. So, somebody went in. I don't know. Okay, the Rodian went in and he saw water and it was strange and he went to go to the water, but when he went he fell down, there was no water. So then he went to another section and it seemed like just dry land, but when he went there was water and he fell in, and then Draupadi laughed him and something, Oh, blind father, blind son. And because of that statement, Mahabharata occurred. Panchaka Patulubhasta Kripasindhu Patitanam Pavanekyo
Yesterday was the class. Huh?
One line, sir.
Just one line.
One line.
Not everything, there were so many things said. Speak about Amrish Maharaj. Said about Amrish Maharaj Durvasa. Okay. No, no. This is how you will know. I'm teaching you all. Can't hear.
I offer pronounced to my Gurudev, Shishima Shila Bhakti Vinod Bhakti Vinod Bodhayan Goswami Maharaj. I think Yashoda said about everything, honestly, but I took notes, and I could go a little into depth about Namaparad, about the four aparads. So, with Namaparad, it is offenses to the holy name, and there are 10 different offenses that you can commit, and a few of them are criticizing Krishna and disobeying your Gurudev, and this is by inattentive chanting. When we chant attentively, there is no room for error, but this is not possible because our chanting is not pure, because we are not at a pure state. And so Seva Parad is making mistakes when serving deities, whether unintentionally or intentionally, and not giving them enough attention and not having enough time to serve. Dhamma Parad is really considering Dhamma Parad as an ordinary place, like saying, oh, there are monkeys here, pigs there, dirty water. It's nothing compared to some parts of India, nowhere near. And Vaishnava Parad is committing offense to a Vaishnava, which cannot easily be forgiven, not by chanting, not even Krishna can help, not service of deities will help, but you yourself have to go and ask for forgiveness.
Very good. That's right. So, this was just, you see, beginning. This was just beginning. Imagine if they practice like this, within 6 months or maximum 1 year, they all become great speakers. This is what I want. They're hearing, that's what I told, to write down points. In this way you will learn. And practicing like this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every time. Now this, I'm going to make this rule. Whenever I come, I make you guys speak. 5 minutes, everyone. So relax, not your turn today. Tomorrow, be ready. On your case tomorrow. Yeah. What I'm going to say is today, note down all those points. And I'm going to hear this. This is the beginning point, beginning of your learning. So everyone spoke nicely. Little hesitation, nervousness. Most important point comes as some of them express, oh, my point is already taken away by the first speaker. But I'm going to speak next. This question was asked to Srila Gurudev also. When he was telling brahmacharis, I want everyone to speak and become speakers. But they said, Gurudev, what if I planned something and the speaker before me already spoke what I wanted to speak? Or if there are so many speakers, like 5 of them, and my turn is 6, and everyone spoke everything, nothing left. Gurudev said, try and learn how to steal flowers. Steal flower means what all they have said, just pick up one point from everyone, stealing from them and speak. In this way, you will learn. So, you all girls, Very learned, very nice. You just repeated what you had heard yesterday, but there will be time when I'm giving you, like in school, teacher giving one essay, okay, make an essay and speak, presentation. So just complete 30 minutes. You have to speak on Vaishnava. Complete 30 minutes, speak on Holy Name. Like that. Mahaprabhu, Guru Tattva, who is Nityan Prabhu, all this. It's nothing difficult. Impossible is a word in whose dictionary? Fool's dictionary. Are you fool? So, very good. Thank you so much. And other girls, ready for tomorrow. So we heard some pastime yesterday, which is very important factor. If anyone think, what is the significance of hearing about Vaishnava? We should speak about Radha Krishna pastimes. We should hear Radha Krishna pastimes, we should hear Mahaprabhu pastimes. Oh, so loving Radha Rani Krishna. Yes, it's very pleasing to ears, no doubt. But if we have no proper understanding of bhakti and jumping onto Radha Krishna pastimes, is utpat eva hi kevalam. This is just a disturbance to bhakti. One cannot grow in bhakti. Therefore, all these siddhantas, very important to know. Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, only 2 more classes. Then I'm leaving. And I'm going to come in winters again, and we're going to have programs, not here, in different house. I'm going to give one homework, all of you. Be prepared when I come next time. Everyone has to speak not less than 20 minutes on one subject. So read, hear, steal, beg, borrow, steal, whatever, I don't know. But every one of you to speak 20 minutes. You all agree?
Agree.
Yes. So you all have to speak on Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu Tattva. Any Tattva, any pastime, whatever you heard or you're going to read, I'm giving you some months now. Be prepared speaking on Mahaprabhu. So.
Or for the Guru Tattva, because that time will be Shivardeva.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. But, okay, I respect what Ramanath said. Guru Tattva, not Mahaprabhu Tattva. Guru Tattva. Achha. Another pastime. I want to, what I was saying, Gurudev used to give one example. How many of you have heard of Rupa Goswami? Just heard about him. Rupa Goswami. Hi. Yes, many of you. Rupa Goswami, who used to see the pastimes of Radha Krishna all the time, who once started chanting Hare Krishna and he goes into trance and seeing the pastimes of Radha Krishna, who is so close to Radha Rani and who is very close to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they want to attain the aim and object of their perfection, attaining the lotus feet of Shri Rupa Manjari, Shri Rupa Goswami. Okay? Now, once upon a time, just one pastime, very interesting, try to hear this. Rupa Goswami Pad, he was visualizing one pastime. Yeah. And what pastime? Krishna was sitting on a branch of a tree. And Radharani was walking by. And she saw a very beautiful flower. She wanted to pluck that flower to make a garland for Krishna. So Krishna is so tricky. With his foot, he gave pressure and the branch went down. So that Radharani can easily try to grab that flower. But when she tried to get that flower, Krishna lifted his foot up and she kept hanging on the branch. Like this. And seeing this, see everyone is here smiling. Seeing this, Rupa Goswami Pad also started, smiling. A smile came on his face. But there was one rishi who was walking by, and the structure of his body, because of that structure, he was not able to walk straight. He was walking three bent, like this, three bent. And Rupa Goswami Pad, seeing this pastime of Radha and Krishna, he smiled, he laughed, but that sadhu, that sage, he thought that Rupa Goswami is laughing on him, mocking on him. He thought like this. And you know what happened? Immediately, that pastimes which Rupa Goswami Pad was seeing disappeared from his vision. And he became so restless. Oh, what happened? It's just like you watching a TV show, very interesting, any TV show, very interesting, and immediately power goes off. And you say, oh, that was so nice. No power then. Similarly, Rupa Goswami Pad was seeing this beautiful scene, visualizing Radha Krishna pastime. But then sadhu, that person saw that he assumed that Rupa Goswami is laughing on him. And he took this an offense. And because of this, he stopped seeing that pastime. He became so restless, so restless. He's crying and weeping, Ha Radhe, Ha Radhe, Ha Krishna. His elder brother, Sanatana Goswami Pad, he asked Rupa, what happened? Why are you crying like this? And then he explained, this is how I was seeing something and it just disappeared. I think I've done some aparadh. Sanatana Goswami Pad said, don't worry. Keep on chanting Harinam. And then he gave advice to Rupa Goswami. He said, something happened. Maybe you offended any Vaishnava. And that's impossible. But Gurudev is saying, this is just one pastime to teach us. Rupa Goswami Pad cannot do. They are perfect. They are perfect. Already perfection. They cannot offend anyone. Not even in their dreams. But just to show us. So he said, invite all the Vaishnavas in Braj Mandal and let us feed them Mahaprasad. That's the best way to ask forgiveness from Vaishnava. Feed them Mahaprasad. And make something which is their favorite. Because when they will eat, and of course this is Krishna's Prasad, they get so pleased. This is how one can get rid of Vaishnava pride if there is intentionally or unintentionally. Serving Mahaprasad. Very important. So they invited all the Vaishnavas. Everyone came. Only one didn't came. It was the same person. He was thinking, I will not go to eat there. He offended me. He's seeing my body, he's not seeing my soul. Then everyone came to know. Only one person didn't came. And then everything was clear. Rupa Goswami Pad asked forgiveness from him. Prabhu, I didn't offend you anyway. Why you didn't came for honoring Prashad? He said, because I got hurt. Because my body is like this. Because of my karmas, my body structure is like this. Why you have to laugh on me? Guru Goswami said, I can't dare ever think of this. And never. But he said, other day, this hour, I saw you laughing on me. Then he explained, no, Prabhu, I'm so sorry. I was not. I was seeing pastime of Radha Krishna, how Krishna is so tricky and Radha is hanging on the branch of a tree. I was seeing this. Then he said, oh, that means I offended you then. And they both paid obeisances to each other, embraced each other. This is how. If there is any doubt and anything bothering in the mind, better to clear off. Otherwise this will grow like infection, sepsis in the body. Infection, growing, and then what happens? Doctor, suppose if the arm or feet getting septic, infection, and spreading poison, what to do? Cut that arm to save the entire body. This is called good communication. And when there is no communication, it's called miscommunication. And because of that, doubts, offenses keep on creating in the head. Gurudev, while saying this example, used to say, if personality like Rupa Goswami can go through this, then what to speak of us? Every day we start just thinking in our mind and we are offending that Vaishnav. So better be clear. In any relationship, if there is miscommunication, there's always some problems. Where there is nothing important, very small thing, but it's just so big, creating problems. Because of one point, miscommunication. And when this communication is clear, the mind gets clear off. One feels so relief. Another example. क्यों करे प्रचार ना करे आचार, आचार करे ना करे प्रचार, आचार प्रचार नामे दुई कार्ये, तुम्ही जगत गुरु तुम्ही जगत आर्य. A personality, he used to chant 300,000 names every day. Who's that? Namacharya Haridas Thakur. And these words which I said means some people, they only preach but they don't follow. And many they follow but they don't preach. But oh Haridas Thakur, Achar Prachar Name Dui Karye. You follow, conduct, and you also preach through your chanting. But Haridas Thakur, how he was preaching? Was he going to different locations for house programs? With his chanting. 22 and a half hours every single day chanting. 100,000 names loudly, and that is preaching. Birds, trees, insects, they can't chant, but they can hear. Srila Haridas Thakur was chanting so loudly and purifying the whole environment, surcharged the whole environment with spiritual positive vibrations and delivering all insects, birds and trees. 100,000 name, whispering. Another set of 100,000 just in his mind. He has taken this vow of chanting 300,000 names every single day of his life. And because of this, he was getting famous. time, there was snake enchanter in India. There are some people who comes to the roadside to collect money, and what they do, they have a small bit, take out a snake. Snakes who have no poison, nothing, they take the poison and the fangs of the snake, and they start playing bean. Bean means some kind of instrument like a flute, and snake dance. In this way, people, they look around, they see the snake dancing, and in the last they give some donation. Very common in India. They have a snake, cobra, like goats like this. They move around. To see that snake, people give money. So what happened? Shri Haridas Thakur saw this snake and this person, and immediately seeing snake, it reminds him of Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kaliya. Pure devotees, whatever they see things around, it stimulates to them the pastimes of Krishna. He remembered the pastime of Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kaliya. See? And by remembering this, he got transcendental ecstasies. Started weeping, crying, laughing like a mad person, rolling on the ground. Shavansu bhadrani rathani pane janmani karmani chayani loke gitani namani tadarthakani gayan villaj acharena sangaha evam vratam sapriyanam kirtai jat anuraga dhritta chudrichai hasati rodati rauti gayati ananva nirganti lokabhajye. Transcendental bliss, tears from his eyes, laughing, rolling on the ground. Transcendental emotions reflecting on his body. So he is rolling on the ground, fall unconscious, and seeing this, all the people around there, they say, oh, pure devotee. Just by seeing a snake, remembering of Kaliya Leela, pure devotee. So everyone came to smear dust, to take dust from his lotus feet and smearing on their head like this, taking the dust from his feet. Pure devotee. And there was a person who was thinking that's the best way to get famous in the society. It's the best way. So he also saw this Kaliya, this snake, and artificially, he also fall on the ground, thinking, I also got this ecstasies. Yes, if you ever go to Bengal, in Mayapur, you will see those people. My goodness. They do 24-hour Mahamantra chanting. 24 hours. Different ragas. And if you hear their ragas, wow. Just one Hare Krishna, they complete. They take this 20 minutes or 30 minutes to sing. Just to chant Hare take 15 minutes. Krishna, all night they're singing. And so many people there listening. And they artificially they are Krishna, crying like this. And everyone there, Mataji is there, very soft heart emotion, they start crying and weeping. This Prabhu singing so nicely. Singing so nicely Mahamantra. So they take turns to sing this. Yeah. This guy is tired singing 2 hours, then other one comes and he starts singing. And when his turn is over, he go in the back and he smoked and one small pack. You know small pack? Because he has to get awake all night. Liquor. No, that is his break. And when he comes again on the stage, then another guy will go back and start smoking. So what are they? Artificial. Showing off. Which is not bona fide. And why are they doing this? To get more and more money, to get more and more famous. Then many other people, locality people call them for singing this, and they're just imposing like that. So, seeing Haridas Thakur getting this adoration from everyone, this person also artificially he fell on the ground. That everyone will also take dust from my feet and now I'll get famous. And people saw him, the rascal, and they start beating him. Artificial, showing off. They start beating him. So Haridas Thakur was getting very famous. Pure, genuine sadhu, getting so famous. Seeing this, one person whose name was Ram Chandra Khan. So when we say Ram Chandra Khan, it looks like he's Muslim, right? But he was not Muslim. Srila Haridas Thakur, who is the one who took birth in a Muslim family. But name Khan is a title. Name is Ram Chandra Khan. That is a title given to some renowned people. It's not that he's Muslim. But he got envious to Haridas Thakur. See, this is aparad, offense. Focus here. Offense towards Haridas Thakur. That he's getting famous, why not me? So he tried something very bad. He bribed one prostitute and told her to go to Haridas, where he is in a seclusion, in his cottage he is chanting. Go there and spoil him. And then, when we catch him red-handed, we'll spread out everywhere that he is not a devotee. And then he'll get very easily defamed in the society. And then I'll get highlighted in the society. That was his intention. Such a bad intention. This is called Maha Aparad, big offense. He wants to make him defame in the society. So he sent one prostitute, very beautiful. And she came to Haridas Thakur, dressed up so nicely. And Haridas Thakur was chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. She came and she started different posters to attract him. She approached and said, oh, you're so beautiful one. I'm not so beautiful. Let's stay together. I want to serve you. Please accept my services. Haridas Thakur said, okay, I accept your proposal, but I will promise I will walk to chant 300,000 names every single day. Let me complete my rounds and then I'm ready to help you. So she just sitting, kept waiting for him to finish his rounds. And Haridas Thakur chanting loudly. But the point here is why he said to her, that I'm going to serve you. You sit down. He could have immediately said, go away from here. Why he said? Because pure devotees, they see the presence of their Lord in everyone's heart. So it doesn't matter prostitute or what. Shri Haridas Thakur, he saw my Krishna is present in her heart. And it's my duty to serve my Lord. He's present in every living entity. There's a vision of pure devotees, and that's why they want to serve everyone. There's the symptom. So he said, you sit down. And she's hearing, and she was having no interest. She fell asleep. When she woke up in the morning, you told me you're going to help me, you're going to serve me, you're going to enjoy me. But the whole night passed like this, I fall asleep. Haridas Thakur said, not my fault. Because I completed my round, but you fall asleep. But my another day started now, so you have to wait till my rounds get finished. She said, okay, today I will not sleep. And she was sitting there, hearing Mahamantra all day. She's not sleeping because she's thinking anytime he can finish his day of chanting. And she's hearing, very attentive, hearing. And then, the best way to sleep is when there is Harikatha or chanting. No need of any medicines. Some people have this insomnia problem. They take so many medicine, herbs, Ayurvedic, allopathic, all pathy, which is very pathetic. They take all pathy. But they don't get sleep. The best way is take your mala and start chanting. In the beginning, it's nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then after 20 minutes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And then Hare Krishna. Good sleep. And wake up in the morning, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. The Mahamantra completes in the morning. In India, sometimes I joke saying that for some people they chant Hare Cash, Cash, Hare. All day and night just counting cash and Hare Cash, Cash. Some people chant Hare Ki, Hare. Not proper chanting. She again went asleep. Not third day. She heard that Mahamantra again. And now, transformation, repentance, regret, what I did. Offending a pure devotee who has no interest in me. He's so pure in nature. No mood of enjoyment. And I just because of some money. That's my profession. I can get money from any other man. But why I have to disturb this holy person just because of money? There's so much transformation. That means bhakti entered her heart. And how bhakti entered in her heart? By association and constantly hearing this Mahamantra from Srila Haridas Thakur. And then finally, she said, I offended you. Please forgive me. I offended you. And Srila Haridas Thakur smiled. He said, I already knew who sent you here. I could have left the very first day from here because you approached me with that proposal. I could have left first day, but I wanted to give you bhakti. I wanted to change you. That's why I was sitting here. She said, but I want to give up this profession. Now I got transformed. This is not a good profession at all. I want to become Vaishnavi. devotee. Shri Harikatha Thakur, very happy. He said, okay, go take bath in the river, come back, and I will give you initiation mantra. She received Mahamantra from Harikatha Thakur, and he gave instruction. Every day, chant this Mahamantra in front of Tulsi Maharani. And all your offenses, all sins get excused. And she started chanting. And Harikatha Thakur, he gave that place to her to sit and chant, and he left. And she every day chanting, all day and night she is chanting. Following her Gurudev, she is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And within a short span, she became such wonderful, great, pure devotee. Say Vaishya holo param mahanti, bada bada Vaishnav tar darshan te janti. This Vaishya, this prostitute, became such a pure devotee that all great Vaishnavas, they used to come and have her darshan, had her darshan, to see her and to get blessings from her. Transition from this profession, prostitute, to a pure devotee by the association of Shri Harikatha Thakur. And what happened to that person, Ramchandra Khan? He is the one who is behind everything. The whole plot was been created by him. Shri Nityan Prabhu came to his house and sat on a seat, Durga Mandap. You know, those people, materialistic people, they used to have a small altar. They used to worship Durga on that altar. Shri Nityan Prabhu came with his associates in the house of Ramchandra Khan and sat on that asana, Durga Mandap, and told the servants of Ramchandra Khan, because he was, rich and wealthy person, and because of that rich and wealthy, his mind was not along with him. He's proud that I'm wealthy, that I can say anything. The pride of beauty, the pride of wealth, the pride of young age, and pride of birth, Janm, Aishwarya, Shuta, and also the pride of knowledge makes a person intoxicated, and he forgets what he's speaking, he becomes mad. First canto Bhagavatam, Kunti Devi saying, Janm, Aishwarya, Shuta, Shedhi. The pride of, I'm taken birth in a royal family, high class birth, Brahmin family. The pride of wealth, I'm very rich, beautiful, I'm very beautiful, and I'm very knowledgeable. These four creates havoc situation, fall in bhakti, and not in bhakti, even in material world. Even a person has beauty, knowledge, wealth, and maybe he's enjoying all this facility. What about later, and what about next life? These four prides makes easy fall a person from bhakti. Very easy. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. But in the case of our acharyas, our gurudevs and all, they had all these four qualities in them. They were full of knowledge, they were very beautiful, and they're from rich family, and they're also janma and high birth. But they have no tinge of pride, and they're more than humble than a blade of grass, because bhakti. But anyone who has no bhakti, the person speaking, they don't even think what I am speaking to, for whom I am speaking. They don't think and they just blah 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 because they think, oh, the money is going to help me, my knowledge is going to help me, my beauty is going to, I'm famous, everyone adore me, everyone respect me because of my money. Sooner or later you see, finish. And what can be more weird than this pride dancing in his head that I'm knowledgeable, I know so much, and I'm high class birth, and I'm so rich. That means you can speak anything. What is your bhakti? What is your practice? Nothing. Don't even chant one Hare Krishna a day. Who gave you this right? Are you authority to judge? And what is the point of your judgment? That's totally stupidity and weird. And great offenses comes. And offense comes in what way? Health problem, mind problem, or whatever. Delusions in one's practices. So in so many ways comes. No peace, no calm. So very careful with this. Kunti Devi saying this, Janma Ashra Shuta Shivi. A person gets mad in intoxication with this. So, Shastra says, give up that association. Give up that association, no need. And Bhagavatam says, Guru na sasyat, sajano na sasyat, pita na swa, janani na sasyat. If a father is like this, reject that father. An example given, as Prahlad Maharaj rejected his father Hiranyakashipu. He was also intoxicated with this because I am very powerful. No one can kill me. Prahlad Maharaj rejected his father because speaking against Krishna. Oh, very interesting. Sometimes we find in India, some person, they learn some words from Bhagavatam, from Ramayana, and they start speaking. And they think they are very knowledgeable. But they always criticizing, not chanting, no bhakti, nothing. Hiranyakashipu was also like this. Who can be more strong than Hiranyakashipu? Who can be? Everyone was terrified. Harikatha speaking. And you'll be surprised. Hiranyakashipu speaking this? Speaking about body, soul and everything. But demon. Against Krishna, against the devotees of Krishna. You may find some people like this. They will speak some Harikatha from Ramayana and all. But their intentions, criticizing. Don't associate with them. Prahlad Maharaj immediately rejected that association. So, Pitana Swa, Swajananina Sasya, mother. Who rejected mother? Bharat Maharaj rejected his mother Kakeyi because she was against Ram. Rejected mother. I am not saying this, please. Bhagavatam is saying this. Because severe consequence to oneself and our surroundings, our relatives, our friends, our family, everyone get reactions because of that bad influence and that bad association. Then, Guru na sasya. As Bali Maharaj, he rejected his Guru, Shukracharya. Give up that Guru who's against Bhagwan. Then, Guru na sasya brother. Just like Vibhishan rejected his brother who? Ravan. Ravan, he learned Vedas. Imagine, Ravan was a Brahmin, son of Vishwara, Brahmin. He knew Vedas. Not only strong personality with his power and strength, but very strong in knowledge. He lifted Kailash, the mountain Kailash where Shiva used to sit. And so much knowledgeable. He is the one who made that stotra, Shiva Tandav stotra. Very powerful personality and very knowledgeable, very sharp, and speaking Shastras. But against Krishna, against Ram and the devotees of Ram, abused Hanuman, abused Sugriv, and all other associates of Ram, and even criticized Sri Ram. In seeing this, what Vibhishan did? Vibhishan, even though brother of Ram, and staying in the demonic country, Lanka, in the middle of Rakshas, demonic people, but he was every time chanting and remembering Ram, 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 Ram. See? And to see his Prabhu Ram, he wrote everywhere on walls. Ram, Ram, inside wall, outside wall. And the people of Lanka, they complained to Ravan. Maharaj Ravan, you telling us your enemy, we don't even want to utter his name, but your own brother day and night chant his names. Why don't you punish him? Ravan heard this, became very angry. Vibhishan, you chanting my brother's name? My enemy's name? Come here. When he was called upon in the assembly, in front of everyone, Ravan so angry on him. What I am hearing, you chanting the name of my enemy, and everywhere in your house is written inside and outside his name. Vibhishan is very cool. Even if you are powerful, even if you are rich, even if you have so much knowledge, so much perfection, I don't care, because I have strength, I have my own outlook, and my strength is the names of my Lord. I have never learned to criticize my Lord and the devotees of Lord. I have learned to always serve them. That's my style, and whatever your style is your style. He never cared, never afraid of Vibhishan, Ravan, sorry. So Vibhishan smilingly said, why are you angry on my brother? I know you are Maharaj, you are king, but somebody gave you wrong information. This is very cool. Say, no, correct information. Okay, brother, can you tell me what you heard, what I am chanting? Vibhishan want Ravan to chant the name. What information you got? What I am chanting and what is written on my way? That, my enemy name, my enemy name. He said, brother, actually, you don't understand my moves. Let me explain you. I love you and your wife, she's my sister-in-law. I love both of you so much because you're Maharaj and she's Maharani. So I'm chanting both of your names every day. That's wrong. Because what I heard you chanting, very short name. Say, brother, your name is Ravan and your wife's name is Mandodari. So I took Ra from Ravan and Ma from Mandodari because it's very long to chant Ravan Mandodari, Ravan Mandodari, Ravan Mandodari. I took Ra from Ravan and Ma from Mandodari. So it becomes Ram.
Abbreviation.
So I'm just chanting Ram, 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 Ram. Ravan smile came on his face. Vibhishan, you love me so much, my brother? And everyone who were there, they heard this and they all said, that's a very good idea. We all chant Ram, 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 Ram. This is how Vibhishan preaching. Let everyone chant. And what happens when you chant the name of Bhagavan? You know the result? When we chant the name of Bhagavan, what is the fruit of this? Darshan of a pure devotee. And because everyone there start chanting Ram, 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 what happened? Their darshan of Hanuman. Their darshan of Hanuman. So, brother, just like Vibhishan rejected his brother, reject that brother. Don't associate. Otherwise, father, mother, brother, whoever relatives, they are going to spoil your consciousness too. They are envious. I am not doing bhakti, how can you do bhakti? This envious nature. People are very gross and subtle envious. So who is idol brother? Who is idol guru? Who is idol father? Who is idol mother? If you ask this question, Bhagavatam says, reject that guru, reject that brother, reject that mother, reject that father, then who is the idol guru? The idol guru is Naradji, who is giving mantra to Dhruva Prahlad and made them have darshan of the Lord. Bhagavan, idol guru. So don't follow Shukracharya, follow Naradji. Who is idol father? Rishabh Dev. He has 100 sons and is giving instructions to his sons. Once upon a time, he called upon his sons, 100 sons. Come here. 100 sons. And the eldest one, his name is Bharat Maharaj. And that's why India is known as Bharat. On the name of Bharat Maharaj. Bharat. He called upon his sons and said, listen my sons. Bhagavan has given this body to worship him and not to enjoy. So all of you should worship and follow my footsteps. Idol father. But did Hiranyakashipu said this to Prahlad? He said, no, worship me. Who is this Vishnu? He said, worship me. And Prahlad Maharaj rejected him. Who is idol mother then? Suniti, the mother of Dhruv Maharaj. 5-year young boy, Dhruva, prince. His father is king of the whole planet Earth. Born and raised in such high luxuries. But when Dhruv Maharaj is going to forest, we can't even allow our son or daughter to just cross street. 5-year, 8-year, 10-year, we don't. And Dhruv Maharaj is going to forest, deadly forest with animals. No cushions, no bed, nothing to eat. He's going to forest to worship Hari. His mother, Suniti, right at the doorstep, seeing my son is going to forest, she didn't stop him. She didn't stop him. Is she hard-hearted mother? She is so intelligent, she knows. If my son is going to worship Hari, Hari will take care of my son. This conviction. So she is considered as idol mother. But just like Bharat Maharaj rejected his mother Kakai, and then brother, who is idol brother? Vidur. Vidur, who literally shouted at his brother Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra's king. Vidur became so upset, keep on tolerating Dhritarashtra's foolishness, blind from birth, but blind in everything. Vidura, seeing that Dhritarashtra is always against the principles, and when Mahabharata was over, Dhritarashtra lost his 100 sons. Vidura came and shouted at his brother, even though he's younger. And he said, "You have no shame? You lost 100 sons because of your stubborn nature? You have no shame? You going to survive on Bhim's remnants?" Chastise his brother. You have no eyes, but think of yourself. And hearing this harsh words from Vidura, Dhritarashtra became so shameful, embarrassed. And he and his wife, they went to Haridwar on the bank of Ganga, and they started worshipping Krishna. And at the end of their life, they went to Vaikuntha. So who made them go to Haridwar and chant the name of Bhagwan, take shelter of the name of Krishna, and went to Vaikuntha? Because harsh words of brother. Otherwise, Vibhishan rejected all opulence, everything of his brother Ravan, and he joined Shri Ram. Wherever my Prabhu and his associates, my existence is there. I reject your kingdom. Vibhishan immediately gave up the kingdom of Ravan because bad influence, bad association. So in this way, Guru Nasasya, Nityan Prabhu came there in his house and told his servants, "Tell Ramchandra Khan, I am here in his house sitting on this asana." And Ramchandra Khan said to his servants, "Tell him, this place is not fit for you. You are just a cowherd boy, Goala. You are just a Gopa, cowherd boy. This is not fit place for you." The servants came back with this answer. Nityan Prabhu became so angry. Nityan Prabhu is never angry. Akarodh Paramananda Nityananda Rai. But Nityan Prabhu knows the past. That how Ramchandra Khan offended Haridas Thakur. So Nityan Prabhu said, "Very well said. This place is not fit for me." Very well said. Because soon Malechas will come here and they will slaughter cow here and they cook cow here. And because of this, everyone will get reactions. And with angry mood, Nityan Prabhu left that place. And this is what happened. Just after 3 days, the tax collector of that territory, he came, and Ramchandra Khan was not giving his taxes, paying him, and he came asking for money, etc. details. So what he did, he slaughtered cow there in the courtyard. Slaughtering cow in the courtyard of a Hindu is considered as worse offense and sin and contaminated. And not only slaughter cow, the cooked cow there. So Ramchandra Khan, he became defamed everywhere. And because of this, his family and surroundings, they all became contaminated and impure. Because of offending Shri Haridas Thakur. The consequence comes to not only one person, the entire family and the surroundings. He cooked meat in the house of a Hindu. Nowadays nobody cares, even in India, everywhere in the entire world. Hindus means pure in eating, never any meat, non-veg, nothing. But in so many houses, seeing that. Very nice devotees, very nice people, temple in the house, but cook meat there. When we go to cremation, we come back, we take shower, we change our clothes. Because we are coming from creation, impure place, contaminated place. And making our own kitchen cremation ground, because cooking a dead body there. Own house and kitchen is a cremation ground, because cremation means burning a dead body. You cooking a dead body. That's cremation, what? It's cremation ground. It's not house anymore. House is where devotees, they worship Krishna, worship Ram, they chant the name of Bhagwan, serve Vaishnav, host programs, serve them prasadam. This is pure intention, purity comes there. This is the consequence. Ramchandra Khan got after offending Shri Haridas Thakur. This is Vaishnav Aparad. Tomorrow we are going to hear other passages. Gaur Premanande Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha